According to the police investigation, there was a woman floating in the stream. The woman was exploited and merciless stopped until she lost her life. Besides that, the suspect stole her important belongings like cell phone and pawned it to other person. What is the motive of the perpetrator? Jessa, a 14-year-old girl who was conscious of poverty. She is the second of 7 siblings. Jessa was uneducated, and because she chose her younger siblings to let them study first. That's why she helped her mother Emma in everything. She was a very responsible daughter at her age. That's why her family were surprised that Jessa hasn't been home yet. On August 7, 2018 at 11:30 p.m., Jessa told her mom that she will go out. But her mother Emma didn't let her go because it's late night. But she still insisted to go and that she will only buy candy at the store. Because of her alibi, her mother has given her permission. Then Jessa went out to buy some candies. After an hour, Jessa haven't been back yet. That's why Mother Emma decided to wait for her daughter to return to their house. But her mom didn't notice that she fell asleep and the night passed. In the morning, when her mother Emma woke up, she noticed that Jessa was still not at home. Mother Emma started worrying about her daughter Jessa. She asked her neighbors and daughter's friend if they saw Jessa, but she failed to find her. Because of too much worry of her mom, Mother Emma called her eldest daughter named Mutya to ask her if she is with her sister Jessa. 2 days passed. They still can't find Jessa. Her eldest daughter Mutya helped Mother Emma finding her younger sister Jessa. They are looking in different places in their city, but still can't find their missing family member who is Jessa. The disappearance of Jessa is a mystery. Early in the morning in August 13, 2018, 6 days since the disappearance of Jessa, heavy rain poured down. A stream in Marcelo Compound, Barangay Dampol, Pulilan, Bulacan suddenly overflowed. In the morning, the resident of the area was disturbed because of the human body floating in the stream. The news arrived quickly to Mother Emma. She went to the stream with her eldest daughter Mutya. They saw the unconscious body floating in the stream. The water is cloudy. They breathed easily when they thought it's not Jessa, because she don't look like the girl who's floating in the stream. Later came the group of SPO2 Michael Alfaro, Chief of Investigation Unit in Pulilan, Bulacan, PNP. And also came the Malolos Bulacan Scene Crime Operation. After the initial investigation of the police, the body was lifted out of the water. Mother Emma and Mutya were very shocked that they thought it wasn't Jessa, but they were wrong. After the victim lifted out of the water, they confirmed that it was really Jessa, whose dead body floating in the stream. Because of what happened, police confirmed that the victim was Jessa, who's 14 years old, with her dead body floating in the stream. In the police investigation, they cannot determine the cause of her death because there's no evidence or any trace in the crime scene. After the searching of the police in the crime scene, they agreed that the body of the victim should be examined. According in the analysis performed to the body of Jessa, there was a multiple stabbing which caused of her death. Also, the things of the victim were missing, like her cell phone. Mother Emma also added an information to the police that Jessa brought her cell phone and she were talking with someone else on the other line of her phone before the day she went missing. The police thought that there's a big chance that her cell phone can be an evidence or can give information before Jessa's disappearance to point out who's the suspect. But because Jessa's cell phone are still missing, they continued the search of information and evidences to find the suspect. The police also talked to the family of Jessa, taking chances that they might get an information about the case of Jessa. In Mutya's story, the eldest sister of Jessa told to the police that her suspect is the ex-boyfriend of her sister Jessa. Because of Mutya's suspicion, the police invited the ex-boyfriend of Jessa to the police station. But when they checked the cell phone of Jessa's ex-boyfriend, they found out a message that her ex-boyfriend refused to come with her. It's a sign that they cannot blame or even point out the ex-boyfriend as a primary suspect. According to the given information of Jessa's family, before she went missing last August 7, 2018, she bought a candy on the store. Then there was the two boys who called Jessa's name from the other street. She crossed and joined the two. That was the last time they saw the poor young lady alive. After 6 days, they found the dead body of Jessa floating on the stream in their place. And the two boys were the last persons seen with her and can be the murder suspects of Jessa. In the continued searching of the police for evidences, they found out that the cell phone of Jessa were pawned to a woman. That girl immediately went to the police station and willingly given the cell phone to the family of the victim Jessa. The woman who returned the cell phone gave an information that a guy, alias Liit, 16 years old, was now the primary suspect. With the conducted investigation of the police to alias Liit, they found out that the suspect also lives in the same city, and he was Jessa's acquaintance for a long time. Alias Liit was quickly taken to the police station to investigate. The investigator showed the cell phone of the victim Jessa to alias Liit, then he immediately admitted and confessed about the murder of poor lady Jessa. The given narrative information of alias Liit, he said that he did the crime with Melvin Altobar. 22-years-old guy lives in Barangay Poblacion, Pulilan, Bulacan. On August 5, 2018, they went to the said place. They saw the second suspect, who is Melvin, walking fast through their door. But the police quickly caught Melvin and he was taken to the police station. In the police investigation, Melvin denied having anything to do related to Jessa's death. But at the end of interrogation with Melvin, he admitted the crime of what they did to Jessa. They were very drunk at that time. That's why they were able to rape and strangle poor Jessa until she dies. But when the time that they talked again to Melvin, he suddenly changed his statements. He vehemently denied that he had nothing to do with the crime. But the minor, who is alias Liit, kept insisting that Melvin is the mastermind of the crime. According to the story of alias Liit, they were drinking liquor at that moment while he was talking to Jessa on his cell phone. They asked Jessa to join them on their drinking session, and she agreed to come with them. That's why Melvin fetched the victim Jessa on the store where she bought candies. The incident happened in alias Liit's house. It's just the three of them, and because Melvin were drunk, he became so naughty and aggressive. They brought Jessa in a room where they strangled her until she passed out. After that, they raped the poor victim Jessa. Then they did a gruesome act by stabbing Jessa multiple times. Melvin was the one who stabbed Jessa until he lost her life. After the thorough investigation of the police in Jessa's case, Melvin Altobar and alias Liit will face a rape and murder case of the poor victim Jessa. Also a theft case by stealing the cell phone of the victim. Meanwhile, Mother Emma and other family members of Jessa are still in mourning for her death. They can't believe that she died young. The family of Jessa just wants justice, so that the soul of Jessa will be at peace. Despite all this, it's very hard for them to think and remember the bad things happened to Jessa. Her family is in so much pain and suffering because of Jessa's sudden death. The end. Thank you for listening, guys. Have a good one.